my valued viewer, please skip this video. I'm not going to be saying anything of sustenance. I don't want you to waste your time, and also I just really need to make a video because I haven't made a video in a couple of days, and now I have all of these ideas and downloads, and I just need to make this video like right now. I don't even want to wait until I go to sleep and wake up. So I just finished doing, I have more to preface. Okay, I don't know when I'm gonna run out of film, so I'm trying to just do this, and I'm feeling like it's like I have an hour worth of things to say, but I don't think it's gonna be that much. And I'm telling you guys not to watch the video because I like doing like content that's like you can see my full face and my body, and just whoa, this sounds weird. Okay, I just like doing content that you can see me, and I don't have my makeup on, I'm doing my skincare, so but I don't want to wait until tomorrow. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to say. So first of all, I was thinking about, I just finished doing a 20-hour 6-second stream, and I didn't intend to go that long. I was gonna cut it off like at 17 or 18 hours, and then like the last couple games just took a lot longer than I thought, and like it's not even that big a deal. Like one game was literally 3 minutes and 46 seconds, and we won, and I got like 25 LP. I know that's low, but honestly, I was getting more LP, but then because I lost so much, it's gotten lower, obviously. But anyways, listen, I have so much to say. First of all, Happy New Year. I definitely feel the difference in the entire new year. I think, as you guys know, today is 1/1, January 1st, 2024, and it is the 1/1 portal. And usually you guys always see me on portals on my stream, and I make videos about it. Today is a day that you're just supposed to do a lot of shadow work and journaling, write down your New Year's resolutions, write down your manifestations, your goals, your dreams, and stuff like that. Coincidentally, I did that on December 30th and December 31st. I wrote like a whole list, and so I didn't really have to do the 1/1 portal today. So I guess in a way I was like kind of proactive. So that's done for me, which is great. It's just really weird. I think you made it in life when, you know, whenever people, if you like look up like inspirational quotes or cheesy quotes on TikTok or anywhere, and you look it up, and you know all of those life sayings that you hear like all throughout your life, when those start to make sense to you and they actually click and resonate with you, you've made it in life. I just wanted to let you know that, because I learned that like over the course of the last 20 hours, somewhere in between that. I had so many ideas. I have this suspicion that sorry, I'm looking at the tree outside and it looks really weird because like this part of it just looks like a face of like a little, like, you know, like if you do like a scary movie and like, you know, that movie is like called Goonies, I think it's called, how it has those troll monsters. Anyways, yeah, because the tree is all like a little messed up there, so it has like literally like a troll face. Okay, anyways. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. Yes, those little cheesy quotes, they'll all make a lot of sense. I got a whole bunch of downloads and ideas, and I started writing them down. I have this thing where I do not write any of my ideas into my phone because I'm really paranoid that I know nobody is on my iCloud. Actually, I have 2 iPhones, and on my second iPhone, which is really my first earlier iPhone, somebody did hack my iCloud, and and then they like went on my Twitter that's connected to that iCloud, and they started like posting on my Twitter, and also I got like I got like a whole bunch of like messages on that phone. Like it went to like all my contacts on that phone, and it was like it did like a spam text message of something. I don't remember, but yeah, that iCloud got hacked. I changed the password so many times, but anyways, I'm really paranoid that my iCloud, like somebody who's like very like tech savvy is like reading everything I write in my Apple Notes. So anytime I have a really good idea, even if the only thing I have is my phone, I only write it down with pen and paper. And I have so many moleskin notebooks, so it's not an issue for me. And I always have it on hand, so I just write it down. But I'm just saying, like, a couple ideas have been lost because of that. But yeah, I refuse to, anything that is like absolute gold, I do not write it down in my Apple Notes, because I'm afraid that it's not even a person. I'm kind of afraid like the internet will like steal my idea, because I don't even trust ChatGPT because it's like a learning machine. I feel like at one point it's gonna just take all of my knowledge that I put in there and then use it like as a learning machine, like learning database, and then like incorporate that into everyone else's versions of ChatGPT, because obviously they're collecting data. So like yeah, so I'm like really careful whenever it comes to like technology, because yeah, I even believe in this like really weird thing where, because I've heard it once, I've heard it a lot of times on YouTube and TikTok, very credible, I know, but I heard these ideas about like how how your phone can literally like read your brain waves, and that at first I didn't believe it, because I believe that it's more like whatever I search, whatever I say out loud, my phone will like show me advertisements for that. I think it's kind of normal by now. I even think that like if 2 people are sharing the same Wi-Fi, that you'll start getting similar search engine results, because that happened one time. My sister visited me in 2022 in my old apartment in Brooklyn, and all of a sudden it was like suggesting to her videos that I watch on YouTube, and yeah, so I do think everything is like very connected. I also strongly believe that like if I take my cell phone and I go somewhere, the people next to me, they'll start getting all my social media through like, because of Facebook will connect it to my Instagram and TikTok use my location for the people around me and put me on their For You pages. I know that sounds really weird, and I have all my privacy settings like to the maximum, all my location settings are off, all my sync contact is off, everything like that is off. But like one time I went to TwitchCon, and then I made a friend there, and all of a sudden I was on his For You page, and I told him I'm sorry. It was in 2023 in TwitchCon Las Vegas, and he said, "Don't be sorry for going viral." I was like, okay, thanks, but it still felt weird, you know. And I do know that, like, you know how like all of a sudden Instagram will like suggest you to people. I believe that it's like when people are looking you up that I get suggested them. They're people that I know, like this one guy I went on a date with, and then like this other guy that I was like online, we were like dated for like under 24 hours, but online dating, and then it's just like I feel like they looked me up, so it suggested them to me on Instagram. But anyways, I'm really iffy about this whole technology thing. I mean, I love it. Like, I use ChatGPT like all the time. Obviously, you guys know already. And then I love the technological aspects, you know, but I don't put any of my like smart ideas into anything electronic because I really do believe that like somebody is like stealing my ideas. So I never write it down in my phone or in my computer if it's a good idea. And I always think like 10 times before telling ChatGPT anything. And most of the time I just lie to ChatGPT and it knows I'm lying too. It knows I'm lying. But it's just so smart, but like I always just kind of lie, and if I like want to ask a question, I kind of ask it indirectly because I don't like when ChatGPT just keeps making assumptions about me because it is kind of like it's an artificial intelligence, but it also has like a human, it's kind of like trying to be like us, like how we have like a human conscience, because it's like trying to be like, what am I trying to say? It's trying to tell you guys like, they're trying to make it act like a human. Like, you know, in the old days, like when you watch like sci-fi movies and like a robot, okay, I remember now, it's emotional intelligence, more like, you know, like a robot in like those olden movies, like not even that old, like around the time like The Matrix came out and all of those Tom Cruise movies, not Tom Cruise, but that other guy, he's like, I think it's Matt Damon, yeah, like all his movies, anything that has like, you know, like the technological screens and like they're all like spies, like secret agents and stuff, and they have like the robots talk to them and stuff like that, and like their computers talk to them, and it's like smart artificial intelligence, and like the robot always takes everything like literally. Well, I think that ChatGPT was like programmed to have soft skills. I know that it was programmed to have soft skills. They're trying to make it appear to be like more human-like, but it also reasons more like a human now. And yeah, I was also reading this book. I was reading it last year. No, I was reading it in March. Yeah, last year. And it was called like, it's by James Barrett, I believe his name is, and I still have it. It's like right here. It's oh my god, I can't see it. But it's this book about like the robots like taking over the world and like why you should be afraid of technology and stuff like that. And it's supposed to, like, all the reviews say it's like chilling and stuff. I finished that entire book, but it's not scary or anything, but like that's what all the reviews say. But anyways, I strongly believe that. About the brainwaves thing, I was not completely on board when I first heard it, but honestly, it just makes a lot of sense, especially like since I've learned more and more every day, and I'm like, oh my god, this is real, and I'm finding all this other stuff that's real. I'm just like, like then how hard would it be to believe that brain waves can be a form of like communication, and then like a higher form of communication, and that like your phones can actually like read your brain wavelength, you know, like that's completely believable to me. And I know that one day, like, just because like I've lived for over 3 decades, I'm 35 years old and I'm gonna be 36, but so I lived for 3.5 decades, and literally I remember in every single phase where like the things we have now, I remember the points where it didn't exist. And so many amazing things exist now that I'm just like, of course there's like more. And I'm just so glad that manifestation is actually something that is openly talked about and it's accepted now, because when I was how old was I? When I was 27, 28, 29 years old, and everybody was talking about Rhonda Byrne's The Power book, the book called The Power, and it was like everyone was listening to the audiobook, everyone was reading it, and there were a lot of skeptics. Like, she was literally saying, if you, whatever you manifest, it's gonna come true, and it's so easy to do. And actually, the book is called The Secret by Rhonda Burns. But back then, that many years ago, it seemed, the year was 2018. It seemed like so, like, I literally had someone tell me, like, this isn't real, stop listening to this, this is like absolutely a lie, like how could that be possible? But now today, it's just widely accepted and widely known that, like, whatever we have in our life right now, we manifested that whole thing. Like, we manifested our whole reality. Like, it's just known now. Everybody just knows that. Everybody just accepts that. And people are always like leveling up and changing their realities now. So it's like normal. But, and I tell you guys all the time, because, you know, I believe in like the portals, and I always say like I'm an in real life sorceress. And then like, I tell you guys all the time, like, search on TikTok for the 1111 portal, the 11 portal. You'll find all the info. Like, I'm not the only one that's talking about it. I learned it from other people, and there's like a whole sea of knowledge out there on the internet that just like talks about that whole other, like, quantum jumping timelines, like how like the timelines run in parallel with one another. And it talks about like manifestation, how to manifest, and it gives you like a million different ways to manifest. And I'm just so glad there's more like knowledge out there, because doing robotic affirmations is like one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. I never do it anymore, and I never will do it again. But first you have to, that's when people think about manifestation and affirmations, the first thing they think about is robotic affirmations. And because that's like what you learn, you know, that's all you know about it in the beginning. But that's like not even scratching the surface. Like, you really have to do some research, watch some videos, and learn about like manifestation and how you can kind of almost manipulate it in order to create your, you know, consciously create the reality that you want. And it's just like so interesting. And like now it's so widely accepted. Like when I talk about it now, like I don't know how new it is to you, but to me, I'm just like, okay, I'm just trying to get past this part, because this is like, yeah, okay, I know that already. Okay, let's just move on. But that's the thing, is like, I thought I should share some stuff today, because everything that I think that I know that is normal to me is actually not normal to everyone else, and they don't even know this stuff, and actually inspire ideas in a lot of people. Anyways, everybody knows that when I got like, okay, so I'm hooked on League again. I play for like 12 to 17, today I did 20 hours a day. And honestly, I used to do this when I was like in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Yeah, 2021 I started kind of falling off, and 2022, I don't remember 2022, to be honest. I really don't remember it. But yeah, also maybe not that really much in 2023, but all those years I listed that I was like positive about, I literally used to play League and other games for like 15 hours a day on stream. And I mean specifically League 15 hours a day. And everybody I used to do it with, they always used to get really tilted, and I used to have to stop playing with them because they would start saying mean things to my team members, and although they're not mean to me, even if I did bad, they wouldn't be mean to me, but it would be affecting me because they're being mean to other people. And eventually I would have to delete them, ban them from my Twitch chat, and just not play with them anymore, which really sucked because I liked playing with them, and some of them were actually good at the game. And as those of you who have been watching my stream on twitch.tv/cutedoll, be sure to subscribe to my Twitch, Cute Doll. Those of you who have been watching my stream know that, you guys know that when I came back to League, I started raging a lot. And it was like, at first I didn't have like any control over it because I was trying so hard to win, and then I was just seeing things that I didn't like. And then I would just start talking out loud in my microphone or even yelling, and just being there. All the VODs are on my YouTube at Kitty Cat. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, Kitty Cat. I was just like so mad at everyone. I just wanted to win. And then all of a sudden, within like the course, I don't really know how many days it was, but I want to say like 4 days. It took me like 4 days of playing like 17 hours a day on average that I literally finally got to like my final form. Like, you guys will never believe me, but I'm like so unbothered. It's ridiculous, actually. So you're never gonna believe me. So okay, so this is what happened. So first, I was getting really upset because I just wanted to win, and it's really different because, as I said, in the old days, I used to play League for 15 hours a day straight, and I was trying to tell you guys that I never used to tilt. Never, ever, 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 ever. I never got mad. I could lose like 13 times in a row, and I would never get mad. This is back in the day, those years that I listed. And now, as I gotten better at the game, it really started happening like in 2022, 2023, and 2021. As I started getting better at the game. Even in 2020, I really started getting good. I used to get these long win streaks and screenshot them on my OPGG, and they used to put it on my Twitch page, all these wins that I had, and I took them down now that I have different images up. But I used to clip all my pentakills and quadra kills. Every single time I got one, I would go change my outfit so that my next pentakill would be a different outfit, and it would be all on the same day. I would get like 4 pentakills a day. And I was playing like Aphelios and Jinx, which are ADCs in League of Legends, and that's 2020. And even then, I was doing good, but I was doing really good. But I did not tilt. I never got mad, no matter how much I lost. I just always just kept carrying. And so finally it came to 2024 and now 2025. And I finally, I had a realization like a couple months ago. I said, oh, well, this is why people who are like so good at the game get mad, because they're trying to carry and they're actually working really hard, and then just other people are just trying to like have fun or whatever they're doing, grieving, whatever it could be, and they're just messing up the game and losing. And oh my god, guys, I leveled up so much. Like, okay, so it all happened in the course of like, I want to say like 4 to 5 days. I want to say like 4 days. So all I had to do, I was iron 1, and all I had to do was win 5 games straight or 4 games straight, and I would be bronze. And I was like, I had the plan. I was like, as soon as I hit bronze, I'm going to make a video, and I know what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna put it on my YouTube, and I'm gonna put it on my TikTok, and all these, I had like all these plans. I was like ready. But you guys know what happens in League is like you go all the way back down and then you go all the way back up again. And I had a moment of realization. I'm just like, is this game even worth it? Is this just like a gaming addiction? Is it something that is like unachievable? And I slept on that, and when I woke up, I thought I was gonna quit. I thought I was just gonna be playing Lost Ark again, and then I thought I was quitting League, and I didn't. It was just this weird thing overcame me, and that's how come like my stream ran for 20 hours today. Is because every single time I faced an obstacle or adversity, I wanted to overcome it. And oh my god, guys, like I really have no idea like what on earth happened to me, but I leveled up so hard. Like literally I'm carrying like every single game. Okay, let me be clear. Starting 2020, I always thought I was carrying every game, okay? But this is the first time I'm like actually carrying all the games. Okay, single-handedly. Okay, it's insane. I encountered so many obstacles today and none of them bothered me. And I'm gonna tell you guys why, and hopefully this will help you guys untilt or be as leveled up as me. Hopefully it helps you in some way, but honestly, I don't think anyone else can do it like how I can do it. Like you really can't. You really can't. And then the thing about being untilted is that you instantly recognize when someone else is tilted, and then you remember when you were in that phase and that thing used to bother you. In a way, I can kind of parallel it with like hate comments, because in the old days, I used to get hate comments, and some of the types of hate comments used to bother me, and then some of them didn't. And then eventually as time passed, new ones would bother me and old ones really wouldn't. And it's kind of like once something doesn't bother you, that means that you're beyond that. And it's like, I never experienced like so much growth before. Like it's absolutely insane. So let me explain more. So today this guy, because we could get specific, because a couple of all of the examples happened like today, because like I think it's 2025 thing and all the portals and stuff and the new year. And like, did you guys see like when it was like 9 p.m. on New Year's Eve, that how there was like thunder and lightning, and then it just, I don't even know if it rained, but then it just like stopped, and it was like 9 something. And I just want to say, like, I think that was like a cleansing period. Like, I don't know, I really believe in all this stuff. So literally, because like, you know, the rain like cleansing like water, but like this is what all of this stuff I realized it today while I was gaming. So here's what I realized. First, I played this game, and I'm gonna say it in order to remember. It might be a little out of order because I played so many games today. Alright, so first I was Caitlyn, and I was in bot lane with Leona, and the Leona died like one time, and then it made me die one time, and that was like it for me. Like, if I get one death, that's just it. Like, I just don't want to die in the game. If you guys know, you know. You guys see me, like, I just strive. My score, I just strive to not die. Like, literally, sometimes I get out of the game with 0 deaths. Especially if it's a feeder game. That's all, my whole goal is to assassinate as many people as possible with 0 deaths. So pretty much it's how I climb. And I say it and I make it look easy. I really do make it look easy. Oh my god, this is just so multifaceted. That's why it's so hard for me to get through, but I'm just gonna do it in little pieces. So first of all, I realized that I'm such a big deal. Like, I'm a big shot. Like, I'm good at the game. I'm really good at the game. So many people are jealous of me. And it's just so weird. Like, even though people have been jealous of me since, really since I was 18, but I had no idea, but people have been jealous of me since, when was that time? When was that time that I really started noticing? I can't remember right now, but it was really, really just recently. And I really can't remember right now, but like I wasn't aware of it my whole life, but I don't remember, but people started bringing it to my attention. I don't remember the scenario, so I have to come back to it, but multiple people started being jealous of me in different parts of my life, and they were all isolated cases that these people did not even know each other. They all just knew me, and then people just started acting differently towards me. I don't remember the stories though, but anyways, I started realizing like I'm a big deal. And it's just like, it's so hard for me to even say it now, because I really still don't like believe that. Like I really believe that I like can carry every game. Like I know how to win like every game, and I kind of, you know, sometimes I do worry. I'm like, there was a part today where I was carrying so hard, like I single-handedly carried the whole thing, and the whole team was doing bad, but it was like I wasn't talking to them, and I wasn't typing to them, and I wasn't telling them what to do. It's that one game where Ezreal is my ADC, and on January 1st, 2025, and they just somehow like pulled it together, even though they were all doing bad. They just like kind of knew what to do and started doing the right things. I kind of felt like I was like telepathically like talking to them, like, but I did not tell them to go anywhere. I did not ping them. I did not do anything like that. They just did it. And, you know, that was just like, I single-handedly carried that game. And I think a lot of it is like, you have to kind of prove to your team that you're going to be carrying them. Once they start seeing you like killing people in the game, they start getting a little bit motivated. You'll notice. So I stopped getting first blood on purpose. I stopped doing a whole bunch of stuff on purpose. I stopped getting first blood on purpose. I stopped showing off really early in the game. I stopped running around the map and killing everybody in the game and getting like 33 kills and like 13 deaths. Because what happens is that like the enemies, they all gang up on me and kill me, and then they just end the game. And unfortunately, I hold it off so long, like trying to push to the end, that like I actually end up with like 1 hour and 3-minute games. So I actually started being like more of a silent assassin. I started being more like calm and calculated, and I just kind of ninja'd my way to the top. And I remember in Terra, for all the rankings, I used to do that as well. There was even some seasons in Terra where I was actually competing against actual sorceresses, but me and my alts would take like the top 3 places, just because I was so good at ninjaing it. And like it would be like the day before the season ends or whatever, and I would just like ninja in that last place. And even if I didn't get like the top 3, I would get pretty close and just wait and let the other people mess up, and then by the time the scores were finalized, I was like top 3, because they would just keep trying to beat me more, and they would end up losing more. And I don't know how it always worked out, but I always ninja'd to the top, and I kind of always just did it like in a very sneaky way. Well, I started doing that kind of in League, like I kind of just, the moment that the enemy realizes that I'm a problem, it's already too late. I always share my kills. If I give the bottom lane a gank, I literally, or in the jungle too, I literally like walk away from the kill, but I walk away like in front of it, going towards the enemy's nexus so that it can't escape, and I can just always just kill it really fast with a combination if it does get away. Do you know what I'm talking about? I just walk next to the enemy and wait for my team to slowly kill it, you know? Because usually their characters are like slow attack speed and stuff, especially early in the game, so it takes a little while for them to finish killing it. You know, they're not all assassins, so that doesn't always apply. Like if it's just like the jungler like finds the enemy in the river, obviously we try to kill it as soon as possible before other people come and before the jungler like has lifesteal or regen or anything, and or CC, and then just like outplays us. Obviously we just try to kill that as fast as possible if we're out of position. But if it's like a lane gank, I let the bot lane just take the kills, whatever. I just literally, for my bot lane, I like spoiling them. I make them feel like I'm giving them presents. I like, if it's a special game, I literally will like put wards in the enemy tri-bush and bot lane, pink wards, and I would put all my stealth wards in their bushes in the bot lane, and I just feel like I'm giving them a gift. But yeah, today I learned so many important lessons. So a whole bunch of people try to keep messing me up, and I started realizing I'm a really big deal. I actually got so many haters in League of Legends, but they're completely worthless. First of all, I don't think they're writing the hate comments in my Twitch chat. I don't think that they're writing it there. I just don't. Instead, they're just like trying to make me lose in the game, which is for me. Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay, so because I'm trying to stay focused here, so all these weird things happened to me today that I just never knew that I had so many haters. And I told you guys I have different types of haters in different isolated areas, in all areas of my life, and they all just started hating me. I want to say what? Oh yeah, I remember now. The hate started in May of 2024. Was the very first time. The first time I was bullied was in 2022. Like right before Terra's getting shut down in June, so I want to say like May 2022. And I hope I got that date right. It had to be, yeah, 2022. And then that was the first time I got bullied. But back then I didn't know like I was all that yet. So even though like I was really big sorcerer in Terra, and I had nice gear, I had the best in-slot gear and all the costumes, and I streamed every day, but I didn't know it was like a big deal. I just thought I had like a lot of nice things. And I knew my apartment was really nice. I had like 2 balconies and with a view. It was so pretty. And yeah, I didn't know it was like all that yet. I didn't know. No, I didn't know. But it wasn't until, so I got bullied then by one girl, and then it wasn't until May 2024 that was the first time I got hate. I started getting pretty in 2023 November, October, end of October, November, December, January, February. Those were like the prettiest months ever, and that's when I really started getting pretty. But I didn't get the hate until May 2024. And as soon as I started getting the hate, it started changing me. And I don't mean like the internet trolls. I'm not calling that my haters, even though that is a different category of haters. I do acknowledge them. The ones that were hating me from Lost Ark, that's a different category of haters. But this was different, and that was the first time I experienced getting hate. It was really hard for me to deal with, but I finally managed to deal with everything. But all day today, I got so much hate. Like, what? Like, oh my god, it was crazy. So literally, okay, so I still don't know what it is. Like, I always think it's because I'm a streamer that they're just jealous of me, but that it can't be right. It just does not make sense. I literally, on my YouTube, you could see the videos. I uploaded the whole stream. They're like 10-hour chunks. I released 4 of the videos today of all my league plays. You can literally see in like every couple of games, there is like one player that is like trying to make us all lose the whole game. It's just, to me, it's the weirdest thing ever. Like, if somebody's carrying me, listen to me, I'll be so happy. I will do whatever, get on board with all the team fights, you know what I'm saying? Like, help them along the way, especially if I'm behind. But now I'm carrying all my games. It's insane. I'm actually starting to recognize also a pattern in League, and it's helping me climb, because I've been able to see that it's not just a gamble, but there's actually like a literal strategy that it actually is making sense to me. The latter points is actually making sense to me, and that is why I'm playing and doing the things that I'm doing in the game, because my latter points, I've actually increased them. Okay, it's insane. You'd be like, okay, cute doll, like, when I was raging, I always used to be like, I deserve to win. I kept saying that, but I don't even say that anymore. Like, literally, if I lose, I literally just go next. I don't even get mad anymore when people ban Katarina. They do it all the time, because what happens is, like, they know my stream is cute doll, and so they look up cute doll in OPGG, which is a database that has all of your league games in it, and they see that I play Katarina, and that I have like thousands of games on her, and they just ban her because they just look me up, cute doll. And it's just, I have 3 accounts, and one of the names is cute doll, but the account that I'm really into right now is called 2 times spicy noodle, which I literally was eating 2 times spicy noodle when I changed my name to that. It's my favorite account because it's my first account. I made it in season 2, and I leveled it up, and I played rank in season 2. I was Soraka healing people, and back then she could give them mana too, and I just thought that if I just heal them and gave them mana, that I could win all my ranked games. In season 2, the victorious skin was Janna, and I wanted it so bad, because if you got gold elo, you get the victorious Janna skin, and I didn't get that one. And I remember that skin, and it was so pretty, and yeah, I was just so sad I never got in. All my friends had it when I was in season 4. They were always using it, and it was just like, but now the victorious skins are different. It has a different rank system, thank God. One of my viewers told me, one of my mods, so that changed a couple seasons ago, and yeah, so now you just need to play a whole bunch of games, and you get S in ranked, and you get the victorious skin. But honestly, there will never be a victorious skin. I hope I'm not jinxing myself. There has to be. They'll make a good one day, but I just hope that I get ranked by then. Okay, so the thing about ranked, and I don't know if I don't really want to be telling you guys all my secrets. That's why this is going to be like very highly gate kept and coded the way I'm saying things. But I will be spilling some information and knowledge, but like, I'm holding back because I already told you guys a lot that I didn't even plan on telling you, and it's just like how I win and stuff. And so first of all, how I win is I never take first blood anymore, because everybody just looks at me, the enemy puts a target on me, and now instead I just play really carefully and focus on farming, and then by the time I'm actually a problem is when all the people on the enemy team, they already took their turrets or whatever, or lost their turrets, so they all start coming mid for the team fight, and then I start like getting quadra kills and stuff because I'm like farmed up, and then I get like I start like assassinating, and they start seeing that they can't kill me, which is great, especially if I have a nice team. That's one thing I love about playing Katarina is like you don't really need a team to play it. You really don't. You might not win, but you can always escape if you know how to play her. So one of the things about League is like you must 100% you need to have frames. I have 700 frames, but when I'm actually playing, it's around 200 or 199 when I'm actually in combat. But when I load into the game, oh my god, like it's the most beautiful thing ever. Like you only know how blessed you are to have frames when you see like how ugly the game looks like on 30 frames. I learned how to play Katarina on 30 frames, and I used to play Aurelia with 3000 ping in 2018. So like I have a lot of experience with bad internet connections or bad PC setups or whatever. So whatever the limitation is, but unless you're playing a champion that it does not matter about the frame per second or the ping, or you're playing a character that you learn how to play with the delay without the frames, you're not gonna climb. So I do believe that there are champions out there, like a lot of those jungler champions and stuff, that like you don't really need frames. Like you could do without it, and you could play on a toaster and you'll be fine. You probably will hit diamonds just fine. But if you're playing like an assassin like Katarina or other characters that are technical and require skill shots and such, frames really help, and so does low ping. So one thing I know in my team is like I know for a fact that I have highest frames of, there's 10 of us in the game. Of all of the other 9 people, I have the highest frames. I know it. I have the highest frames. I have the lowest ping. I know it. Maybe they have like 18 ping. I always have like 20 ping. But I'm streaming, so you know it's different. And my frames would be even higher and my ping would be even lower if I was not streaming, which is when I hit Diamond 2 is exactly what I did, is I didn't stream any of it. Okay, so my name is 2x Spicy Noodle. So I was dying to change my name. I do it all the time. Periodically on League, I have changed my name so many times. I was Hot Kitten, Princess Doll, Swarzabelle. I have so many League names. I was even like Diamond something, I don't remember. I was like, I had so many names. I changed it to like something funny like a couple times. I don't remember right now, but I always had a different League name for that account. I always just kept changing the name, because in League you could change your name for free now every couple weeks, but in the old days you could just sell your essences, which is like dismantling champion shards, and you could change your name for free as well, as many times as you like. So I used to change my name all the time whenever I felt like it. One time I even had my in real life name as my League name. I remember that, yeah. But now they added tags, so you can get whatever name you wanted. And I thought of so many funny names, as I always do. I love naming my characters like in Lost Ark and stuff. And I love like naming my League accounts. But yeah, I was literally eating 2x Spicy Noodles, and I love it so much. You guys always see me eating it on my stream, and I literally changed my name to 2x Spicy Noodle. It is the best decision I ever made in my life. Oh my god, as soon as I changed my name to 2x Spicy Noodle, I got like so paranoid. I'm like, everyone's gonna think I bought my account, blah, blah, blah. You know, people are gonna think that I'm not even playing because I'm playing so good. And I know I'm gonna start winning because that's how I got Diamond 2, is because I literally had a boy name, you know? Everybody thought it was a boy. I didn't even link my stream. I didn't have skins on that account. And I just only played Ari and Lux. I didn't play Katarina. So, when you're a boy, oh my god, life is so much easier. Okay, so everybody on my team knows I'm a girl. They know I'm a cute doll. But when they actually get in a game, okay, first of all, when we get on the loading page, I feel like the tension shift all of a sudden, because in solo queue you can't see people's names, so they just assume my name is cute doll, because you can get whatever name you want, you just add whatever tag you want. But I have the original cute doll hashtag NA1. I'm gonna wrap this soon, heading an hour. Okay, so they assume I'm a cute doll, but when we're on the loading page, it's the first time they get to see my name, and they see the name 2 times Spicy Noodle. Oh my god, I swear to God, it changes everything. Like, I feel the aura change. All of a sudden, they all start coming to my stream just to check it, like to see, like, you know, they come to see, like, is she really in the game? Is this really the same stream as the game? And then that's like when my views go up. And then, like, I could read people, I could feel energies. Like, I tell you, like, how I feel like I'm telepathically talking to my team. Like, literally I'm communicating through, like, the movements of my character, and what I do is, like, I demonstrate, and then they just, they do stuff based on how I'm doing. And then it's so cool, but, like, it's kind of like leading, like silently leading. Oh my god, I really need to wrap this. Okay. So, I have a boy name, and during the game, when I start assassinating people, I can feel the fear of the enemy. They think I'm like a pro player dude. And whenever I have the name cute doll or girlfriend hashtag dolly, and also doll hashtag queen, people treat me so much worse. Like, the games are so much longer, the enemy never surrenders, they never want you to win. They always think that, especially when I have the name girlfriend hashtag dolly, they think that every time I have a jungler ganks for me, they think that is literally my boyfriend. Like, it's not. So, like, the enemy gets more mad and provoked when I have a feminine name. But when I have the name 2 times Spicy Noodle, they are actually scared of me when I'm farming. Oh my god, you guys will see in the video, they will not even come up to my character. They're, like, literally afraid of me. They will not come within my radius. They will let me take the objectives. They will let me take the turret. They will let me take the inhibitor. They will not attack me. You guys will see in the last 2 days, there was a video, literally who came to my lane? I remember Warwick one time came to my lane. Oh, Hecarim, enemy Hecarim comes to my lane. I literally have no HP. I just assassinated the mid laner, and literally he just stands there and he disengages and goes back into the jungle and leaves me. Like, he knows that if he goes in on me, that I'm gonna react and go, like, the opposite way. Katarina can blink, and he didn't even want to try. And it was because I had the name 2 times Spicy Noodle. If I had the name cute doll or girlfriend, they literally run me down, like, no problem. They're like, there's no way they're letting a girl win this, right? So, oh my god, my life has been so much easier. As usual, with the guy name, people think I'm a guy. They think I'm, like, a pro player. Sometimes I feel like my team sometimes forgets I'm a girl when I have that name 2 times Spicy Noodle. But I think that they also really remember that I am a girl, and they always help me. So it's just a weird dynamic, but honestly, my team helps me more with the name 2 times Spicy Noodle than they do when I'm the name Cute Doll. I'm telling you guys, the name makes a difference. So when I changed my name to 2 Times Spicy Noodle, I was a little afraid. I'm like, did I make a mistake here? Because I can't change it for 2 weeks. I was a little scared. I'm like, I feel like a boy, like with this name, you know, especially because my webcam is off and stuff, and because the enemy does not know I'm Cute Doll until the end of the game. So I do feel like a boy the whole time, but then the times that it's like I'm PKing everyone, they surrender so much faster. I look like so pro when I do the multi-plays and stuff. I mean, like, when I use the name, it makes me feel like it's not even me, but I kind of like that alter ego. It's so cool. Like, I just feel like a pro player, and I like it. And I've been climbing. I'm Iron 2 again, but I learned not to rage. As we dawn on the last few minutes of this, so I learned not to rage. It literally doesn't bother me. Lucian stood on my face the whole mid lane. Ash decided that, like, at 20 minutes, that he decided that he didn't want to win anymore, but I still carried him all the way to the end. But his was really, really weird. He put the surrender button 3 times. First of all, I'm winning the whole game. Let me tell you guys, okay? I'm carrying the whole game. I have like 25 kills, 3 deaths at the end of the game. So I'm carrying, I mean, like, that's not a lot to me because I'm used to getting like 33-13, like I said. But as I told you, now I only do exactly what I have to do with the time I'm given in order to end the game as soon as possible. Like, okay, so many stories to tell you, so many little time. Ash started surrendering. First, he's on board. We were winning. So basically, what happened was I won my lane. I started running around the whole map, PKing everybody, feeding everybody else, letting them take the kills. Everybody started doing what they're supposed to do. They started taking turrets. They started taking inhibitors. I didn't have to tell them what to do. They started taking the Baron. They started taking the dragons. They started PKing. They started doing little team fights. Everything. And I was just doing map pressure. And then all of a sudden, 20 minutes, all of a sudden I see a surrender button pop up. I'm like, is this a joke? Like, I'm like winning. I see that the Ash is just standing in the base. Like, he doesn't want to play anymore. 20 minutes. And I'm just like, for me, like, I'm always confused at why people don't want to win. But then I remember it's because, like, I want to win so much. So they're willing to, like, I mean, this is what I think. That they're willing to, at the loss of 1 game, to make me lose is worth it to them. And if you hate somebody so much, you really would want to make them lose at any expense. So it still doesn't make sense to me, but this is true. I'm carrying the game. Nothing is wrong at all. Nobody's dying, nothing like that. 20 minutes, 3 surrenders, 2 surrenders pop up, about another one. Finally, like, that just made me go harder. Like, I just started killing the enemies more and more. I never would die. I did the rotation. I was pushing all the lanes. All of a sudden, the Ash was just on board again like nothing happened. He left the base, came to the end of the game. He all of a sudden was shooting his ults to help with the team fights, and then he actually helped us end the game. But, like, we didn't need him. But he actually, usually when we don't need them, they still sit on the base or keep jungling. But we didn't need him, but he started to just be normal again. I don't know. So what I think, okay, this is what I think, which I think this is wrong, but my brain always just tries to justify it to me. I think that while he was just sitting there doing nothing, he was like, oh, let me just look her up. And then he looked up, like, 2 Times Spicy Noodle, and he sees that I played since season 2, and he sees that, like, every single game I have like 15 to 20 kills, 3 deaths or less, and then I think he saw that even in the games where I have like 23 kills and 3 deaths, I still lost. And I think that kind of clicked to him in his head, like, okay, I'm getting carried, let me suck it up, you know, she's really carrying, and he just finally got on board. So I think I won him over. I can't say the same about the others. So there was this other game with this Malphite. I was winning the whole game, but he didn't want to win. So he just, like, kept doing the Krugs, and then he opened top lane, and then he just stood in the base. But he didn't enter anything. He had heal and ignite, and then I checked his profile at the end of the game, and he just has a whole row of all losses. So I don't really know, maybe it's on purpose. And then so that game I was carrying, but I actually lost. Who was the other griever? There was one more griever. He kept jungling. I'm trying to remember what character it was. Oh, Corgi. Oh shit, Corgi. Oh my god. Okay, this one happened yesterday. Literally, I'm just playing. No. I load into the game. You guys know, when I have my cam on, you guys see all the crazy shit I'm doing before the game starts. Let's not even talk about it. I might be eating. I might be changing my playlist. I might be like making a video edit. Like you'll see me clicking on the screen. Like you'll see the screen flashing in my face. Like I'm clicking around stuff. And then you guys will see me. I'm putting on my headset, taking out my hair clips, fixing my hair, fixing my outfit, sitting up. You guys see I'm doing all these things before the game starts. I know you guys always want to invade. I know. But I have like my own little routine that I always do. So this Corgi, we get like invaded and I'm standing there in a safe zone. I never do the invasions because I'm a level 1 Katarina, and yes, I can do amazing invades, especially with how much I know now. But no, it's not worth it for me, that first blood, because first of all, if I don't get the first blood, I don't get the 400 gold. And if I get it, my team will be salty. And I only get 25 gold if I get the assist. But I like the honest first gold that isn't within the first 5 minutes, because then I get 200 gold if I get an assist, or 400 gold if I get first blood. But I don't go for it anymore. Okay, that's a lot of information right there. But anyways, Corgi, we get invaded and Corgi dies. He doesn't see, my camera's off, so he doesn't know what I'm doing. But he just sees my character on the map in a safe zone, not involved with the protection of the jungle, which I know nobody likes that. I do that, but I can't risk dying in the first 5 minutes. It really is not okay with me. I really don't like dying in the game. It's just my style. Corgi dies, he gets so mad at me. He literally goes to the middle of the lane. He starts like trying to take my CS. I just let him take all the CS. He doesn't want to play anymore. All of a sudden I start carrying really, really hard. Like I get over 20 kills. Me and the team are totally annihilating. We're doing 4-man. We're killing everything. We're winning the game. He's so stubborn. He just sits in the base and then he decides that, he's just bored. Like it's like a 1 hour game. So it really is like a 30-minute to 45-minute game. But when you include like the lobby time and the wait time and the queue time and the loading page times and the intermission times and death timers and everything, it's just pretty boring. You're doing a lot of waiting. The game is like over an hour. It's like an hour game. So he's pretty bored. So he starts jungling in the back. He refuses to help, but I just completely was unbothered. I just ignored him, and I can't believe it. I just carried the whole game. And I didn't be upset at him. I didn't fret, nothing like that. Now when people ban Katarina, I don't even get mad anymore. I literally do not even know who I am. But I think that I banned somebody's Yasuo because I was playing Caitlyn and I saw this disgusting Yasuo and he killed us all and took my LP. So after that, I started just banning Yasuo because I actually used to ban Yasuo in season 6. When I used to be an Ahri main. That was the first season that I was like a mid laner, like full-time mid laner, but I started doing mid lane like in season 5, end of season 5. But season 6 is when I really started doing full-time mid laner, no more support. And literally, I used to ban Yasuo and Fizz all the time. But I just started banning him again. Changed my life because after I was Caitlyn and I saw like how disgusting a Yasuo can get. A Yasuo is a character that has been out for such a long time. There are people who really know how to play that character really, 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 really cracked. And you do not want to be in the vicinity
of one of those, risking your LP, you know, that thing is pretty unstoppable. So I know there's so many characters like that, like Yorick and stuff. The reason why I don't ban like Yorick and stuff is because what if the god Yorick is on my team? Or what if the enemy team has like a bad Yorick and then we win? Like, I don't really mess with other people's lanes. But yeah, I think I banned the guy's Yasuo today, and he wanted to play Yasuo ADC. So he comes middle with his Lucian and takes all my CS. I'm versus Zed. But instead of getting mad like I usually do in the past, I was just like totally unbothered. He was just so shocked that I literally started ganking other lanes. So the thing is, obviously, if somebody comes and sits in your lane, when they take your CS, they're taking your gold, but they're also taking your experience. So you'll notice that your character is leveling slowly because you're sharing the XP experience with the person in your vicinity. So literally, we're lower level than Zed. Zed killed me once very early. I was already, oh my god, I just really couldn't. I literally started, I can't believe I didn't get mad though. I literally started ganking. I ganked the bot lane 2 times. Oh my god, the Shyvana and the Lux on my team and the Mundo, they all like, I don't know if Mundo was in my game, but I could be mixing up Mundo from a different game. They all started liking me. No, I think, yeah, Mundo was my top laner. Those 3 people, Lux support, Shyvana jungle, and Mundo. Once again, I feel like it's telepathic. They saw that the Lucian was in the middle, like obviously trying to sabotage my game. I want to preface this with, I ended the game, like, I don't remember my score, but I did lose, but I did do the highest damage in the whole game. And also I was able to keep assassinating, and I did lose this game though. So I started ganking. Lux was 1v2 in bot lane. She was doing great, by the way. Like in the whole game, she was doing really great. Like we could have won. And that's the whole point of it. It's like, it's for you to taste your victory, and for them to take it away, it brings them some kind of gratification. So the Shyvana was actually doing a lot of damage too. I think Mundo lost. I don't remember. But, like, no. I don't remember who our top laner was. But they kept following me around. Lux, Shyvana, and the top laner. I felt like such a leader. Like, they were like motivated, and they were like going out and doing things in the lanes and getting objectives, and doing team fights, and doing everything right. And the Lucian, who once was so obsessed with taking my CS, I'm gonna end this right after this story, who was once so obsessed with like taking my CS and so obsessed with poking Zed, and we never got to kill him in the early laning phase, but later on we did many times. Even I got to kill him a couple times. But he ended up winning. But you could tell Zed was mad. He was mad because he was just like, he couldn't believe he was losing to it. Like he almost lost the game. Like you could tell he was demoralized. Like, you know, usually whenever they're playing assassin, they're just like very like running down the lane and, you know, doing a little combo, and then they disappear and they get Baron, and it was not like that. He was like slow and sluggish and standing in the bush and unmotivated and not having it. Like he did not want to be carrying that game for his team. He didn't like that I had like a fight in me, the Zed, enemy Zed. So Lucian, who was once just like farming, trying to KS me with all the gold, I just let him have all the CS. All of a sudden, I get higher level than him because I'm rotating around the whole map. I'm ganking. I think I'm getting experience from killing the champions and getting assists as well. I'm getting experience from that. And then I single-handedly started assassinating the Caitlyn enemy and her support together. I just started assassinating them, and people couldn't believe it. Like they're like, oh my god, like she actually knows how to play her character. Like, and I could feel it. I can really feel it whenever they're surprised. And Zed was worried. I killed Zed one time. My team killed him a whole bunch of times. He almost lost the game, but he ended up winning. But then all of a sudden, the Lucian, he didn't know what to do anymore, because after that, I'm not fighting over mid anymore. Like, I'm not even standing mid. I'm all around the whole map, helping everyone. People are gravitating towards me. Lux is helping me. Lux is shielding me. Shyvana's there. Like, it was just like the whole team was like around me. You could clearly see them like rotating with me to whatever part of the map needed help. Like, they liked me. And Lucian could see that. And Lucian just stood in the middle of the map next to the turret. And then like he started dying. And you could tell he was trying to get away, but he just kept getting assassinated. Like, then I could kind of feel like, oh, this guy doesn't actually know how to play the game. Like, sorry. Okay, I'm not supposed to say that, but yeah, that's what I felt. Because I know now, because I checked his match history afterward, I saw that he plays Yasuo ADC, and I saw all his scores, and I could just tell, like, he's just new. Or, I don't even know if he's new. He just can't play, okay? And then, I remember I said, you need, like, frames and stuff, so I know that you just can't that's why I don't get mad at people anymore. Like, you don't know how many frames they have. They could be playing on a toaster. Like, they're doing the best they can. Like, honestly, my gaming improved so much because I learned how to play on 30 frames. Plus, I used to do the combination on 30 frames. It looks like you press all the buttons, so you don't even see the animation, and then you just see like if you kill the character or not, or if you died. And like, it's literally like that. And there's also like a little bit of a delay too. Like, you have to anticipate the delay within your gameplay. So when I'm playing on virtually no lag of 700 frames, 199 to 700 frames, 20 ping, it's so instant, it's so fast, and I can't even imagine what it looks like on other people's screens, especially with lower frames. Like, I know it looks amazing. But yeah, anyways, Lucian just started standing in the middle. He started getting assassinated under the turret. I know he didn't want to die. And it was just like, I could just tell right there that he was miserable. And he was so mad that I was just kept going, even though that he just wanted to lose so bad. And he wanted to upset me, and I wasn't upset. And to prove that, like, after his loss, I went like 5 more games. And one game I won in 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I got 1 kill, and the support got 1 kill, and they surrendered after I got a kill. And it was like in 3 minutes and 45 seconds, and I got 25 LP. I told you guys about this already. And another game, like, I lost, and then I won 2 more. And then I lost 1, and then I won 1 that felt really good. Like, all of the enemies were rushing our base. I solo defended the Nexus. I one-hit KO'd anybody who came to it except Tom Kench. Anytime there was a tank on base, the Jinx helped me kill it, and then we actually won, and I thanked Jinx at the end. I said, thank you, Jinx. I wrote TYJINXX. Thank you, Jinx, in the lobby chat at the end of the game. And then I did my stream highlights, and then I finally went to sleep. No, I finally did this podcast. And this is my first podcast of 2025. I love you guys so much. I actually have more like to do like a part 2. I always tell you guys on my other podcasts, but my voice is really delicate. So when I used to sing with my dad a lot, and I was trying to make a CD and everything, I did make a CD in December 2023. My voice is so delicate, like I literally can only sing for like an hour and I start losing it. But literally how my voice is getting right now, like my voice is so delicate and like fine and like delicate that like it literally gets like this. In the old days when I was like in high school, one time it was 8 p.m., which is right around my bedtime, but I was doing like a project in 10th grade, and it was for AP history, and the valedictorian calls me. She's the valedictorian for 1 year older than me. She was in my AP class, and she literally was like, she said my name, when she called me on the phone, and it was the old days, man. Like, literally, it was a landline, a cordless phone in my house. She called my house, like, I was in 10th grade, and literally she was like, she said my name with a question mark, and I'm like, yeah, sorry, this is how I sound at night. But now, the voice, like, I barely talk, so it only gets like this whenever I talk for a long time or sang for a long time. I would start losing my voice. But in the old days when I was young, and when I was a teenager in high school, if it's nighttime and I'd be like, my voice is just gone. If I was on Ventrilo or talking to my boyfriend on the phone when I was in my 20s, I also get this voice, like, I always lose my voice at night. And then whenever I get sick and my voice is like hoarse, like, I love how it sounds. I love hearing it, and I talk a lot, even though it hurts. I just talk a lot. But anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking with me. Okay, bye.